All right, so we just watched Ugly. This is Ford.
Akshay.
Another Akshay. Nikhil.
All right, so immediate reactions.
Well, that movie was wrong. That movie was wrong. I don't have words to describe it right now, so I would rather shut up and let him speak.
I'm still reeling, man. No words.
I think all of our initial reactions are kind of shock. I really can't rate it yet. I got to think about it. I'll go read some reviews because I totally missed out on so much of the Hindi. There were so many jokes that happened that I was just like, I think that was supposed to be funny. I totally have no idea what just happened. So, if you were to give it a star rating off the top of your head, like just as far as technical prowess or you know, as a film.
I would go like 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah. I would give it around 8. Yeah, 8. Let's say.
Right. I'm just gonna think about it. I don't really know. Like, I don't know. See, part of it I think is just I immediately think of Reservoir Dogs or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I understand everything that's going on in Reservoir Dogs because I can speak English. And so I just feel like when I watch an Anurag film, I don't feel like I'm getting enough of the nuance. Like I really need to see it with subtitles, so I'm missing out on a lot. So I'm gonna just wait before I give any sort of review. But suffice it to say, we were all
definitely a very good, intense movie. Intense.
We'll watch it again.
One of the darkest movies of Bollywood.
Yeah.
Greetings, lords and ladies. It is officially Tutorial Tuesday, our first Tutorial Tuesday. Me and Melissa have to shoot more of a narration for The Walking Deli Parts 2 and Part 3. Show you the lighting setup that we're going to use here. How to light a scene 101 the surfing violinist way, which is cheap. What do you think, sir, about the new Surfing Violinist Tutorial Tuesday?
Now,
there are different types of lighting setups for cinema. So the most typical is the 3-point lighting setup. 3 different directions of light coming at you, typically from the sides and one from the front. And if possible, you get a backlight to kind of set you apart from your background. You pretty much have to have money to do that. In India, you can find alternate ways of doing that. Getting cheaper and cheaper alternatives to the old types of lights. So in India now, Old Delhi of all places, best place to go buy lights. You can find these LED panels, which run off of video camera batteries, and they're awesome. Portable, they don't heat up. That's one of the problems with work lights or film lights is they're extremely hot. I mean, they can just burn stuff. Oh, speaking of which, this is my legal Zoom for my company, and Satya's been using it as a mouse pad while we play games. But somehow or another, this got too close to one of my lights, and you can see what it did there. So that is the damaging power. We had like a work light back in America, and I put some wax paper on the front of it to kind of diffuse the light, and the heat got too much, and it actually exploded the glass. In my opinion, go the natural way as much as possible. So the great thing about this house is not something we planned, but it faces east. So we get tons of sun in the morning, and so it just kind of fills in the place. And then the other thing is, this is something like, you know, this is kind of a cheat, but we've just got a lot of lights in here. This is just a very well lit room. So honestly, we don't even have to use lighting setup, so we're kind of a cheat. But I do have some other lights. I might put them in, I might not, we'll see. Ideally, what you want to do in a vlog type scenario is just fill. You don't worry about like trying to craft the scene with light. You just basically fill. You just blanket as much light as you can. Yeah, I'm still a bit, typically I want to overexpose just a little bit. It's reading all this light up here and thinking that it's overexposed, but it's really not. We'll see. We just need to get us in there and see how it's gonna look. And I'm shooting with Magic Lantern, which is it's not officially sanctioned by Canon. Only on the SD card. It actually doesn't do any changes to the camera itself. If you put a different SD card in, it'll act like a normal Canon camera. Affords you so much more flexibility. There are different settings that you have access to right from the main screen. You have a volume meter here at the top, which you don't have normally. You press this one button, it brings up your color temperature, Kelvin, and your ISO right here. So you can press left to go darker, right to go brighter, up to go redder, making the image redder, or down to go more bluer. In the old Canon DSLR situation, you would have to go down into a menu and manually change that and then come back and look at it. It was annoying. I swear by Magic Lantern, it is the thing. You just go to their website and download it if you have a Canon DSLR. So anyway, I think this will probably be fine. Might not even need to put, because I'm only at ISO of 640 right now. So co-director suggested that we not sit over there because we would have bad posture without anything on our backs. So we've reset up for over here. Lighting is actually pretty good. You can get a little closer with the camera this way. We want close so that you don't see what I'm wearing.
Prima donna.
Whatever. You missed all the primping she did in the bathroom for 10 hours. Just kidding, it wasn't really long at all. 5 minutes.
It's called flossing and brushing my teeth more than you've done.
Well, we're gonna have coffee, so I figured, what's the point? So normally for the audio, I would use my Zoom H2, which has been a very faithful member of the Surfing Violinist family for the last, I don't know, 4 years probably. Broke it, like it fell over the other day, and so then Melissa like super glued it, so it actually is still in working order. Do gar in this thing till the end of days. So we've been using this almost for all American Indian sound that sounds decent, that's not on camera, has been using this. We got a mic stand for the recording with Luke the other day, and so we're gonna try it with the instrument mic, see how that works today. So this is our little setup. We'll have our script here. The next thing that we want to get is a teleprompter, because like a makeshift teleprompter, and there's ways that you can make them. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of carbohydrates over here, aren't there?
It's cookie day.
You gonna help out in production? Pop-Tarts popping up. The taste so hot, they're cool. Pop-Tarts popping up so hot, hot, hot. That was the theme song from the 80s. Yes. You can get these in India, but they cost pretty expensive in Khan Market or someplace like that. Anyone know where you can get them in Delhi that doesn't cost like $7 or something? I don't remember what they are in the US. It just feels more expensive because I'm in India. I mean, it is more expensive because they are imported, but it's like, it gets to a certain price level. It's like over that 99. They're probably in America, they're like $3.99 or $4.99, but it's like that extra cent. I'm like, oh, forget that. I ain't doing that. I've been conditioned well by American marketers. Lived off these things in America, man. You get them hot, you get them cold. Reminds me of high school. What do you think? Has it changed your world? Pop-Tarts popping up so hot, hot, hot. Meri ice cream kahan gayi? Where's my ice cream gone? Show us your new mug. Melissa got a Starbucks India mug.
Woo! They're on sale for 40%. On sale.
Well, show what's on the back.
All right, so you have India Gate there, and cricket on the back. Coffee walla this morning.
Which blend?
Cavalli blend.
Cavalli blend. So in the industry, in order to sync sound with video, or sound with film, you say sound speeds, camera speeds, and then you clap so that you can sync the sound in post. It makes it a little easier, so you just do a little clap that's on camera. The on-camera part's not as necessary anymore in a world of non-linear editing, but it does sometimes help to see it. And then you say, action. Quiet on the Set comes on there at some point, but we have a baby here, so we just kind of ignore that part. All that and more on today's Walking Delhi special edition of American Indian.
I'm sorry.
This little boy is not a homebody.
Right, Satya got a chance to go and doesn't want to go.
We're gonna play together. And by play together, I mean put your hands in there.
You would be bored. It's a long movie. You'll
He
just
loves the Lord of the Rings.
He does, yeah. Alright.
So this is a movie-filled week. So for our first Filmy Friday version of the daily vlog, I'm gonna have Ugly review, PK review, and a Hobbit review. That's America's India and beyond right there.
Whoa.
Yeah. So what are your expectations for the Hobbit?
I hear that this is the action-packed one, so I expect to enjoy my popcorn and Coke with some action, not good story.
There you go. All right, action, here we come. How many false conflicts can they cram into 3 hours? That's the question.
A lot.
So how did you think that our filming went this morning?
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, like we did it in just over an hour for 2 episodes. Like, if we had a teleprompter, we could nail it in 30.
Yeah, I think we could. I think we actually could.
Oh well.
All right.
It's still not 100% done, but the start.
Pretty close. Fancy meeting you here. Go figure. And crazy of all crazies, we actually have seats right next to each other without being planned. Whoa! Our review. So what's your emoticonomometer review of The Hobbit?
Good.
Open mouth smile. What's yours?
Hey, amazingly enough, I'm smiling after this movie. I actually really liked the line. I don't think it's in the book where he says if more people valued home than gold, then the world would be a merrier place. Shabash. Well done, Peter Jackson.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I felt like it's good.
It's good, Sue. It's good.
So for once, I'm not the person who liked it least coming out of it. Yeah, I liked it a lot, actually. I liked it much better than the first 2. I'd put it up there with the first 3, honestly. It's still too long. It's still too... There's all this extra plot that doesn't need to be... All this extra, like, stuff with Kate from Lost. It's just like, I'm just like...
like,
but
it's
the
so
love stories and crap like that, I
like,
just do it that
person-
way. It partially redeems the other 2 movies for me. Which, yeah, I'd prefer it this way rather than what happened with Matrix. I mean, the first one's so awesome, and then the other 2, you just forget that they ever existed. So it's kind of the reverse for me with these. I liked it a lot. That song at the end is really good. All right, that's my initial reaction. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTubers. Thank you very much.